second.
Welcome back to Trip Off Sports Talk. Roy's here talking in our intro. I'm Josh. Bryce and Roy are somewhere in this direction. Don't know which one.
I'm talking
To me, they're
because
this way.
I have an intro for us. I haven't put it together. Dang.
Well, Roy, I need you to get to work.
Kind of busy.
It's all right. Roy's paid for the podcast, so he can stay on. Bryce, you have a couple episodes left before your kick.
No, you can thank Lauren for that. I told Lauren about it.
I own for the podcast and the bachelor party.
I know. Well, the bachelor party, you still got some time. All right, pod 145. 55 away from 200 if you were counting at home. Last week we did the NFC and AFC West because the reigning Super Bowl champions were out west. After that, we just picked one. We're going to go with the West here. We'll stick with the NFC to start.
With the
We're
West?
going to jump West, NFC. Oh, I didn't change that one. In the
Now we're
title,
doing
my
the
bad.
South, aren't we?
No, we got the South. I just didn't change the title. NFC South. Starting with number 4, the New Orleans Saints. I'll go and do the Saints first. New Orleans Saints were pretty abysmal last year. First year under Kellen Moore. They missed the playoffs. Additions they've made. They had David Edwards from the Bills, offensive line. Caden Ellis, 3-year deal from the Falcons. They have signed Travis Etienne from the Jaguars to be their new running back. Noah Fant was brought in from Cincinnati. And they drafted Jordan Tyson in the first round to be a new weapon. They're starting a second-year, 38-year-old quarterback, Tyler Shutt. He might be nearing retirement age. Might start getting that pension while he's playing. Key subtractions, really only 2 of them. They lose Alante Taylor, corner, and then they lose DeMario Davis, their Mike linebacker that's been there for a long time. I don't have a whole lot to say. I mean, the Saints are rebuilding. They didn't do a whole lot. I really don't know why they brought in Travis Etienne, but sure. DeMario Davis does suck because he was a really good player. He was there for a long time. Jordan Tyson looks like he could be a pretty good receiver. Just hurt his hamstring, quad, not sure which one, calf, something like that. He's out for like 2 months, so that really hurts them to start the season. It's a rebuilding year. I don't think they have much expectations. Hopefully for the Saints, their quarterback play gets a little bit better, but that's about all I got.
I don't have a lot to say about this team. They were terrible. I didn't think Tyler Shutt played that bad though. He is much better than Spencer Rattler was at the beginning of the season. Spencer Rattler was terrible. He was horrible. He's undersized. I don't think he does a lot right, honestly. But Tyler Shutt actually came in and played some games, and he can work an offense a little bit. He's just not really a starting quarterback in the NFL.
I don't know. Yeah, the last 3 games they played well with him as the quarterback. I think they improved. They got a lot of young guys. They still got Chris Olave, fucking Ohio State faggot.
Olave.
Holy.
That was tough.
But I think you brought in Travis Etienne. You still got Alvin Kamara. I mean, you still got people to that can do things for him and around him. Their offensive line was a problem last year. I think they've tried to help with that. I think this team will be improved. I mean, I'm not saying they're a playoff team or anything. I mean, the division's not great, but I think they should be. They won't. If you told me they're 500, I'd be shocked. I mean, they probably were the highest point they could be. I think they'll just be under 500 or so.
All right. Next team I'll go. The Atlanta Falcons came in 3rd. Some key additions: Tua Tagovailoa. Can't believe that guy's still allowed to play in the NFL. Outside linebacker Zadarius Smith. Offensive tackle Jawan Taylor. Running back Bijan Robinson was re-signed. Is he the highest paid or the second highest paid running back now to whoever?
I don't know. Gibbs.
I have no idea what it is.
I just don't know who.
It's whoever signed second is going to be $1 million more or something.
Yeah.
And then wide receiver Jahan Dotson, edge Aziz, Ojulari,
Hey, good job.
Brown, and punter Jake Bailey. Some key subtractions and departures: offensive tackle Caleb McCary, running back Tyler Agier, and punter Bradley Pinion. I'll talk about them a little bit. This team, I really liked watching the Falcons the past couple of years. I've always liked watching them. They might be the worst run organization in the league. The fact that they signed Kirko Chains, this massive deal, and then draft Penix like 8th overall. Then they're just terrible. They can't get it going. I still think that you should probably draft Kyle Pitts in the first round if you're a fantasy guy. This is his year. He's popping off.
First round?
Yeah, first pick overall. That's my game plan this year. But some of the quarterback competition with Tua and Penix in the preseason just looked terrible. Like I said, I can't believe he's still allowed to play. That guy's he's like died on the field 3 times now. I think it's going to be a shit show of a season. They'll win some games just because Bijan is top 2-3 running back in the league. And I'm sure that they'll score some points. But yeah, that's about it.
Or Roy?
I can go, yeah. Basically, you bring in Tua, who is just an older version of Penix. Both of them just, that's what they are. Their defense got better with Smith. I mean, they still got Robinson to run the ball. They got some good receivers still, Dotson and people. I think this team overall a quarterback position will be the key. I just don't know if you'll get the production that they need to win ball games. But I think their defense improved. I think they'll be in games, but they're not going to be a team that's going to make the playoffs or anything. They're still rebuilding. They're going to have to rebuild quick because you're going to lose Robinson to somebody, or get him hurt or something, and then you just lost another year. So they're going to have to improve quickly.
Yeah, I have optimism for the Falcons this year, but they're going to go as far as their quarterback play takes them at the end of the day. One thing that I really like about the Falcons, and I do agree with Bryce, they have been so poorly ran. But they did make a good hire in Kevin Stefanski, the Browns head coach. This team is going to run the piss out of the ball and run play action. And that's about the only thing that those 2 quarterbacks, because I'm sure Penix will be back at some point, can really do. If they can hit play action and hit someone open, yes, they can make the play. I don't think Tua and Penix are good, 3rd and long, shotgun, take the snap, and create. They're just not those type of players. Bijan is a 1A, 1B with Jahmyr Gibbs for the best running back. Most athletic, actually, maybe not the best. But defenses, whatever, pretty sure their best defensive end suspended for like 8 games to start. That kid they took last year in the first round. Good team. Could see this team beating some good teams. I could see this team losing some bad teams, kind of about a 500, kind of about what they were last year. But, again, if their quarterback plays really good and their coaching staff can do a little bit of some changings, you never know. This team could find a way to win, 9 or 10 and just sneak their way in. Especially, like Roy said, weak division, historically. All right. Roy?
All right, so I got the second-place team, the Tampa Bay Bucks, who missed the playoffs. Their key additions are Alex Alazoni, Kenneth Gainwell, quarterback Jake Browning, defensive line Ashawn Robinson, outside linebacker Alquin Muhammad, and then they drafted Reuben Bain Jr. But their key losses are Mike Evans, Levant David, and Jamil Dean. So Jamal Dean, is that what it is?
That's Jamil.
Huh?
That's Jamil.
I'm just telling you how they pronounce it.
That is not how you spell Jamal.
I'm just telling you that's how they pronounce it.
Who cares? This team, you've got Baker, who's a good quarterback. He's going to be a free agent. I think he'll ball out until he gets hurt again. He was hurt a lot last year. They could not protect him very well. I hope that they got to get better with that. But they brought in Jake Browning, who is a legend. He should be he'll come in as a good backup for him.
I knew you were going to speak about this guy.
And
yeah, how could this channel forget?
He's a legend. They just don't. Nobody gives him a chance.
I mean, he's getting ready to take over Joe Burrow's job. He might as well be.
Should have. Joe Burrow's hurt. Joe Burrow's hurt again. The guy's a pussy. So, I'm losing Mike Evans. Gonna be, and then I just read what Ibaka is hurt.
Ibuka
is hurt. Ibaka.
Serge Ibaka's out here running routes.
He's hurt. So This team's going to struggle. I think overall with everything, their defense, they got a couple guys hurt on defense. I just don't think this team's going to be. They're going to miss the playoffs just because they're not going to be that good. They just got too many things going against them.
Yeah, I'll go next. I mean, I like some of their additions. I like Alex Anzalone. Ruben Bain, I thought when he fell at 15 was a good value pick for him, short arms or not. Jake Browning hopefully never touches the field, unlike Roy's point of view. But man, losing Mike Evans never should have happened. Mike Evans should not wear another uniform other than Tampa Bay Bucks. Losing Levante David, really big on communication there. He was an outstanding linebacker. I think as of today, breaking news, they finally figured out the Vita Vea situation, extended him 1 year, but still. So Vita Vea situation's cleared, so he'll be there. I mean, last year everyone thought this was a team to win the division. They lost to the Panthers to lose the division, the team that we'll talk about next. On paper, yes, I think they're better than the Carolina Panthers, and I think they're better than any team in this division. They got to stay healthy. Baker's got to not turn the ball over, which he's been good at since he's been there. And they've got to win the close games, and they didn't win the close games last year. They lost a lot of them. So I don't like what's their face as their head coach. I can see his face. He used to be the Jets coach.
Yeah.
Whatever. Todd Bowles, thank you. Don't think he's a great head coach, but on paper they have the best team in the division. So.
Yeah. Obviously, losing Mike Evans is huge. He's been a 1,000-yard receiver like every year of his career. And then I do like the addition of Kenneth Gainwell. I do think that's one thing this team's going to do is run the ball really well. They have a good backfield. They kind of have for the past couple of years. 2 years ago, this team really looked like they had a shot. Baker was playing great. Everybody was playing great. Last year, they just have the injury bug constantly. Ibuka looks amazing. Baker goes down. Ibuka piecing it together, and then now it's like, okay, we've lost those pieces. I see them probably maybe winning the division. I just don't think they have the team to go very far after that. So.
Yeah. All right, and then I will rip off the winner of the division last year, the Carolina Panthers, who lost in the wild card to the Rams. And they only lost by 3 points. They had LA beat for, most of the game. They really played well. Now, it was in Carolina because they won the division, so they were technically the home team. The key additions they made, they didn't do a whole lot offensively. They added Kenny Pickett to back up small hands Kenny Pickett to back up Bryce Young. They added Darren Waller on a 1-year deal. Defensively, they did sign one good player. They signed Devin Lloyd out of Jacksonville, who was considered the best linebacker in the free agency class. 3 years, 45. They signed John Mechie as a backup wide receiver. He's just a speedster. Been around for a little bit. And then they signed Old Packers and Eagles running back A.J. Dillon on a 1-year deal. Pretty much just be a power back behind I'm forgetting people's names in football because I haven't been in. Who's their running back? Chuba, that's it. Yep.
Brooks.
And they really didn't have many key losses. They did have Hunter Renfrow, but he didn't really play last year for him, so I won't count that as much. I'll go first and be quick. Carolina, on paper, does not have a very good roster. Bryce Young has still not really taken that next step. He's been average. He's gotten enough. He hasn't turned the ball over. But Tedero McMillan last year, their first-round pick, great wide receiver. Great player. Makes a lot of good plays. He basically caught every ball went to Tedero McMillan last year. Their defense played very well, surprisingly, all season. It's what kept them in games because offensively they were not putting up that many points. That defense can only keep around for so long, and if you don't have enough offensive firepower, it's going to be really hard to win games. But the fact that they could hang with the Rams last year in a playoff game and get there tells you that they probably are playing a little bit above what they are on paper. So let's see if they can do it again.
Yeah, the defense of this team is what carried them all year. I mean, they were stacked. They just didn't let teams score. But the offense is just so mediocre, and it all comes down to their quarterback play because Bryce Young, he's just undersized. He's not, I don't know. He just doesn't have, the go out and win mindset or attitude. I don't know what it is. Like, he just hasn't taken that next step, and he's just a guy back there managing the game, really. And I don't think Kenny Pickett's going to end up playing, really, even though he has a Super Bowl. Threw a pass in a Super Bowl, too. Darren Waller's probably going to be doing rap songs all season. I don't even realize he was still in the NFL. Yeah, so I don't have much more to say about them, really.
Yeah, I mean, this team by default is probably going to win the division just because they got the healthy, deeper team. They've got actually young. They're a young team. Their defense is good. Bryce Young is not that good. You're right. He's just undersized. But he got guys that make plays. And that's what they sometimes, that's what McMillan's so good. He catch the ball. So just because this division is so weak, they'll probably win some ball games and make the playoffs, and probably only by winning the division. So it's just going to be, this division has historically been weak and not the greatest, except for a couple of years where the Bucks were good. But the Panthers will probably be decent and above. They'll be above 500, and that's just going to be a first round. I mean, wild card.
Yeah.
Out the first round.
All right, that's the NFC South. Let's talk about where we think these teams are going to finish. I'll go first. I do think the Saints are going to be in last. I think they are clear-cut the worst team in this division. 1, 2, and 3, is where you can mix and jumble. I'm going to have Atlanta in third, and the only reason I'm going to have Atlanta in third is I just don't trust their quarterback play. Bryce Young is better than Tua and Michael Penix currently. I don't trust them. The only way that team can truly win is if Bijan in the run game, just carry them. Excuse me. Second, I am going to have the Carolina Panthers. And first, I am going to have the Bucks to take over the division again and win it this year.
Okay, I will go. I am going to have the Saints in last as well. I'm actually going to do a kind of crazy move. I'm going to have the Panthers in third. I think them going from I don't think they were last year, but third or last to the first place schedule, I think that helped them a lot with their season and who they were playing. This year they were going to be playing first in the division schedule, and I think it's going to hurt them a lot. I think these other teams can beat them. They just have better offenses. So then I'm going to go Atlanta in second, and I'll have the Bucks taking over and winning this year as well.
No, I'm going to keep it the way it was. Saints will be last, Atlanta third, Bucks second. I think the Bucks have a chance to beat Panthers. I just don't think defense, offense type things that none of the offensive teams in that could beat the Panthers defense. The defense is too good, and their offense will just keep them into games and they'll win some. So that's why I have Panthers first.
Yeah. Okay. Let's take it to the AFC West. Bryce, you want to take it?
Yeah, in fourth place we have the Tennessee Titans. Some key additions is their head coach Robert Saleh and offensive coordinator Brian Dable. They also added wide receiver Carnell Tate, a rookie high draft pick, wide receiver Wandale Robinson, tight end Daniel Bellinger, the MVP Mitchell Trubisky, offensive guard Cordell Volson, and running back Nicholas Singleton. And on defense, they added John Franklin Myers, Alontae Taylor, Jordan Elliott, Jacob Martin, Jermaine Johnson II through a trade, and P. Tommy Townsend. They lost L'Jarius Sneed, Tavondre Sweat, and that looks like it's about it. This team, they just don't have anybody. They keep missing on quarterbacks, in my opinion. And to be fair, I don't think anybody thought Will Levis was really going to pan out. Then they have a high draft pick and what I would consider a bad quarterback class. Take Cam Ward, number 1. It's crazy. To me, Cam Ward has gotten the least amount of hate towards him as a number 1 overall pick ever, and that's because nobody expected him to be that good, in my opinion. And he any other draft class, I don't think he's probably a number 1. He might. The year of Jaden Daniels, Caleb Williams, and stuff, he's probably not even a first-round pick that year. So maybe he'll develop some more this year. Maybe he won't. New coach, new system. It's tough doing that to a rookie going into a second year, immediately learning another new system. But this team could win a couple games. I don't see them being that good.
Yeah, this team, I mean, they're rebuilding. I mean, they fired a coach or let go of a coach that, takes a team to the Super Bowl. I mean, this organization wanted to change some things. Cam Ward, I don't think he's horrible. He's got some talent. The problem is they're still rebuilding. They don't have enough around him. They got Carnell Tate to come in there, but I mean, they got Tony Pollard's still their running back. I mean, their defense was okay. They've kind of revamped it a little bit. This team will improve, I think. They're just not that good to get up above some of these other teams.
Yeah, I think this is a very interesting team this year. They went with Robert Saleh, who, while he was in New York, always had a good defense. He had a good defense in San Fran as D coordinator 2 stints. Easier in San Fran, but I mean, if you remember when Aaron Rodgers tore his Achilles, they were hanging around 500 right for the wild card spot, and there was talks. Oh my God, is Aaron Rodgers going to come back after 8 weeks, 10 weeks, or whatever, and play? Because they were hanging around. That team had nobody. Now, do I think Cam Ward is a generational quarterback? I don't. Do I think he could develop into something? Yeah, he's very athletic. He's got a good arm, good speed, but he needs some work. I'm gonna be honest. But like Roy said, he had nothing last year, and they were terrible. Carnell Tate obviously adds talent. Wan'Dale Robinson adds talent. Other than that, I don't love the additions. But defensively, John Franklin Myers was in New York with Saleh. Avante Taylor, starter instantly. Jermaine Johnson in New York with Saleh. So some of these guys, and then you think about Brian Daboll on the offensive side, Wan'Dale Robinson, Daniel Bellinger, and Nicholas, not Singleton. Bellinger and Robinson coming from New York, where he came from. So they're kind of going and getting their guys, or the ones that are available. I actually like their offseason. Now, are they the team that's going to win this division? No. But I think this team has the chance to take a nice step. I trust Robert Saleh is going to have that defense play as good as they can, whatever that looks like. It'll be if Brian Daboll can get that offense to go, because when Robert Saleh was in New York, that offense was atrocious. So I think it's going to be full run for Brian Daboll and the offense. So let's see how far they can take them. Number 3, Roy.
All right, the third place team in that division was Indianapolis Colts. They missed the playoffs. Their key additions are, gosh, you guys, this is so tiny. Ardon Kay, right? Michael Clemens, Derek Nottie, Jerry Tillery, Colby Wooden, Jonathan Owens, Cam,
Bears legend.
Bears legend, God. You guys, Cam Taylor Britt, Thomas Allen, and then their key subtractions are Pittman Jr., Zaire Franklin, Quiddy Pay, Braden Smith, Nick Cross, Kenny Moore, and a couple other guys. I mean, you guys put too much on her. The Colts, all right. Yeah, Colts, this team overperformed last year. Daniel Jones did way more than what Daniel Jones has ever done in his career. And then he got hurt. Then they had to bring in 80-year-old
Philip
Rivers to try to
Father
save
12 or 15.
Yeah, he only came in because he was about done with his retirement pay or whatever, insurance. So, no, this team, I agree. I think they overperformed. I think this team, they have some pieces that'll keep them in the games. This team, I think, will take a step back. Daniel Jones come back from injury. I just don't think this team's going to be as good as they were last year. And they still have Jonathan Taylor, who had a great year last year. Had him for fantasy was awesome. Can he repeat that? Maybe. They lose Pittman. You got Downs now, and then Keenan Allen they just picked up this week. So I just think this team's going to struggle. They're going to win some games, against some teams they probably shouldn't, but they're going to struggle.
Yeah, I'll go next. I'm going to be honest. I think this is the team that took the biggest step backwards in the National Football League this year. I think this team is atrocious. I mean, when you read those key additions, other than their draft pick, I got nothing for you. I mean, none of those guys are difference makers to me. Subtractions. They lose Michael Pittman. They have Josh Downs. They have Adonai Mitchell, correct? The guy from the Jet, or the guy from Texas.
He's at the Jet now, so they got
he's
Alex
the Jet.
Pierce.
No, they were right. No, they got the corner, Gardner.
Gardner.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah,
that was-
Gardner.
okay.
Okay.
Wrong Jet. They got Gardner last year, who has not played well there yet. New year, maybe. I agree with Roy in a lot of facets. I think they overperformed offensively, other than Jonathan Taylor, great player. I think this team is atrocious, and I think they lose a lot of games because Anthony Richardson's got to be the guy to start, and who knows when Daniel Jones is back. That's all I got.
I'll talk about this team. I actually don't think they overperformed last year. For half the season until Danny Dimes went down, they were the best team in the league. It wasn't even close. They were just rolling through people, and you can do that whenever you have the best running back in the league at that time, and then you can run play action off of him and stuff. And Danny Dimes can do that stuff. He has sparks. To me, he's kind of like a Sam Darnold. He just kind of developed late. He's really not. I don't think he's that bad of a quarterback anymore. But not having Anthony Richardson start is going to be rough. All the people that they lost, their star wide receiver, losing him I can't believe they traded him away. That's pretty crazy. So yeah, I do think that they took a big step back, but I do still think they'll win some games, especially once Dimes comes back and if Jonathan Taylor can even do a quarter of what he did last year.
Yeah. I will take over the Houston Texans. Made the playoffs last year. They did not win the division. They lose in the divisional round to the eventual AFC champions, New England Patriots. They added Braden, looking at a baseball score. David Montgomery, former Lions. Braden Smith, who we just talked about from Indy. Added Wyatt Teller, Jadeveon Clowney, Reed Blankenship in the secondary, Trent Brown, and then some other guys. They didn't lose a whole lot, honestly. Texans are a good team. It seems like this is the team that always looks good early in the year, and then they start to fizzle late, and then they kind of just crutch on in, and then they lose, first or second round. Will this be the year C.J. Stroud takes that true next step? I don't know. I think C.J. Stroud is a good quarterback. I think he makes a lot of mistakes, and it hurts them, especially in big games. When he takes care of the football, they are pretty tough to beat. I like the addition of David Montgomery. He's going to add some power. They really tried to beef up the O-line to protect Stroud and give him more time. But when he gets rushed, man, he likes to throw it quick and get it out. I like a lot of their moves. I like Blankenship. I like Clowney coming back. They're a good team. They're a borderline playoff team to me. I would say, if I had to guess, I'd say they are a playoff team because I would think this division's a little bit weaker as well. But they need another step to get to that Super Bowl contender, and I don't know if they made it yet.
Yeah, this team last year, the playoff game was one of the worst games I've ever watched. I mean, both teams were actively trying to lose the game, just giving the ball to the other team over and over and over. And the Texans' defense, credit them, they are unbelievably good. But C.J. Stroud he had that unbelievable rookie season, and he has been terrible ever since. It's like teams figured him out, just started rushing him more, and he just makes the boneheadest bone plays. I do love the David Montgomery signing. I think he's still a great running back, and he really wasn't getting used that much last year in Detroit like he was the prior years. But yeah, I just think that with C.J. Stroud at the head, I don't see them going anywhere past like a first round of the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, C.J. Stroud has not been very good, but they did revamp the line. They got Braden Smith. They got Trent. So that's been one of their biggest problems is their line. Some of their signs are pretty good. I don't know if you saw today that Higgins, one of their second receiver, he tore his ACL today, so he's out for the year. So that's a big loss for him. Huh? Jaden Higgins. Yeah,
Yeah.
so he's out. I like David Montgomery. The only question I have, he's 30 years old. When you hit 30, that's usually when the running backs start fading, unless you're Derrick Henry. So I don't. I have questions about that. I have questions about C.J. Stroud. You got some linemen now. Can he stay in there and make good throws? This team has potential. Their defense is freaking awesome.
Yeah.
And they added some. So
Will Anderson is so good.
yeah,
So
their secondary is good. They're just a good defense team. Their offense is what's killing them. So it just depends on if C.J. Stroud can, just complete, some passes to keep him in there. They still got Nico Collins. You still got guys. This team I think will make the playoffs. Whether he takes a step or not, because it's in a weak division, is the question.
Yeah, I agree. All right. Bryce, you want the last
team, the Jacksonville Jaguars, Duval. They added Emmanuel Pregnon, Chris Rodriguez Jr., Jalen Husky, Amir Abdul. They lost Travis Etienne Jr., Devin Floyd, Mason Smith, Greg Newsome II, and Andrew Wingard. This team is a good team, but last year, and they're like a good, quiet team. Like, they just go out and they compete in every game. They always have a chance, and that's what you want. It's just, I think that this team had a lot of subtractions this year and didn't really add equivalent to what they lost. I think losing Travis Etienne is, even though he didn't have as good of a year last year, he is still a very fast running back, and if you get some dual action running back going, he's pretty solid. Devin Lloyd, he's lost him. Greg Newsome II was a great corner, lost him. I just don't think that. I think that they took a little bit of a step back this year. Trevor Lawrence still hasn't seemed to get it done in the playoffs, so.
Yeah, I agree with Bryce. I think this team did, on paper, take a step back. I don't really hate the ETN drop because they get Chris Rodriguez from Texas Tech, who looks like that is not the same.
No, he came from Washington.
Yep, wrong Rodriguez running back. I swear this guy's name is Chris Rodriguez, but I'll look. So never mind. Don't love that as much anymore now that I'm looking at it. Devin Lloyd, really good linebacker they lost. But I'll tell you what, I watched Jacksonville last year go into Denver late in the year. I'm not talking early, I'm not talking middle, like 3 or 4 weeks before the season hit. And I think everyone would agree that Denver was very good last year. Probably would have been in the Super Bowl if Bo Nix did not get hurt. Utterly spanked Denver out of their own stadium. Up and down, put up a 40-burger on that good defense. Liam Cohen is a really good offensive mind. I think he elevates players like Trevor Lawrence, who's a good quarterback. I don't know if I'd consider him great, but he makes them play better. I like Liam Cohen. We saw what he did 1 year in Tampa. He got the job. So I'm not as worried about the offense. I think they'll find a way to put up points and look good. But defensively, losing Newsome, losing Andrew Wingard, losing Devin Lloyd, I think that might be a little bit of a concern for me, and I think that's maybe why I see them taking a little bit of a step back.
Yeah, I don't know. This defense has always been good. Yeah, they lose a couple guys, but they drafted well in the defense. And yeah, my question will be Trevor Lawrence. You're talking, his 4th coach in like 5 years. He's just gone through offensive coordinator. He's just been through head coaches, offensive coordinator. He's never got a chance to be comfortable in the system. Cohen, who's done well, through the years, will he be able to give some stability to Trevor Lawrence? They've always been able to run the ball. Their defense. This team doesn't win pretty, but they win. That's been their calling card. So, did they take a step back? Probably, but in this division, it's probably not going to be that bad. So they could probably get some wins, and they'll probably go into a team like Denver, play them, and probably beat them. And that's just that type of team to win ugly. That's just how they do it. So
yeah,
it's just that's always been their calling card. That's how they're going to be.
Yeah. All right, let's do the order. Roy, you want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first. My fourth place team is the Colts. I just think they just not that good. They're going to take a step back. I do have the Titans in third. I think Jacksonville will be second. I don't mind their team. I think they're going to be good. I just think that Houston's defense is so good. I think they'll be able to run and throw the ball a little bit better than Jacksonville, and so Houston will win the division.
Bryce?
I'm actually going to have it the same as last year. I think Titans are the only one that I think will for sure be in fourth, but I actually think third through first can flip around a little bit. I just don't trust C.J. Stroud to win the division after last year, and Jacksonville is just a consistent team.
Yeah, I do agree with you, Roy. I have Indy in last. I think the Titans will be in third. I think Jacksonville slides down to second, and I think Houston wins the division again. So I'm in agreement with you. I don't really think we have anything else for the National Football League. Next week for National Football League, we will be doing you want to do the East or the North? Bryce, I'll let you pick. East or North?
We can do North.
North it is.
All right.
We will be doing the NFC and AFC North.
Sweet.
All right.
All right. On to my sport, the one I love. Cannot wait. Starts next weekend, baby. 0 week next weekend. So we'll be starting to pick games next week, guys. So I'll get some. There won't be that many games next week, but we'll start picking.
I love 0 week because I get to see Montana Southern State play the Eastern Carolina.
USC's playing. USC's playing. So, all right, we're gonna just go do the top 10 right now. Or we'll do top 12 since we're gonna be picking the top 12 here in a little bit. Who we think to make playoffs? Ohio State somehow got the number one. Oregon number 2. Georgia 3. Notre Dame 4. Texas 5. Indiana 6. Miami 7. Texas A&M is 8. Ole Miss is 9. Oklahoma's 10. LSU is 11. And then Texas Tech is 12. My Wolverines are 16. Bryce's Tennessee Vols are number 20. And then Josh's Illini, they got 9 votes for the preseason, or for top 25. So it's going to be a great year. Can't wait. Let's get into who you guys. I'm guessing you want me to go first to talk about who the top 12.
Sure, go ahead.
Who I think is going to make the playoffs this year.
All right.
All right. So only the rules are, the top 4, the Power 4 top conferences get one team in no matter what. And there is no small school team gets in, or it's not guaranteed like it had been in the past. So my top 12, let me pull it up here. So I really think this team's going to be the number 1 team and probably win the national title. They brought in too many people. They spent a ton of money on recruits. My number 1 winning the SEC is Texas. I really think with Arch Manning, he's going to take a huge step, and Texas will be the number 1 seed. The Big Ten champ I have is Oregon. They got Dante Moore coming back. They spent a lot of money too. They got a great running back that came in, transferred in. They're going to be the number 2 seed. The number 3 seed is ACC. I guess I'm not saying seeds. The number 3 team will be an ACC team. Miami. I think they got a good team coming back. I think that team just got it rolling. They got a lot of recruits. Again, spent a lot of money on their team. And then number 4 from the Big 12 will be the Texas Tech. I think the Big 12 is going to be kind of down a little bit this year, but I got them. Texas Tech, again, spent a lot of money, got a lot of transfers. Going to do thing. My other teams, I think Notre Dame will get in. They have a weak schedule. They just don't. They canceled every freaking game they could possibly get rid of that was good, just to get in the playoffs. So they probably get 1 loss in that whole thing. So my number 16 would be Georgia. Tough schedule, but Georgia, they got Gunnar Stockton back, good running back coming. They got defense has always been their calling card. They'll be right in there. I have Ole Miss. As long as Chambliss comes, Trinidad Chambliss gets to play. That off again. Court say he can play, then courts say he can't. That's just been crazy. He's probably going to play, so they're going to be good again this year. I have them in. I have Indiana. That's my question. Indiana lost a lot of players last year. New quarterback, a transfer from Texas, Tennessee, Texas TCU, maybe, I think. I can't remember. I have them coming in there. Then I have Louisville. I think they're the ACC's weak this year. Louisville's got an easy schedule, so I've got Louisville in it. Then I got LSU making its way in there. They spent way too much money not to make the tournament, and they got Lane Kiffin as a coach. They spent a shit ton of money. There's just no way that they didn't get the talents to come in there. I mean, unless Jaden Daniels really does, throw a little fit like he has been, Susan some more and over his freaking number, stupid ass. Do what?
That was so funny.
Yeah. Then the last two teams that have making it in, God, did not want to put them in there. Ohio State. They have these next two teams have the toughest schedule, and one of the toughest schedules in college football. And it's their own fault. I mean, their non-conferences are tough. They did something stupid. And Ohio State's got to go to Oregon, they got Indiana, they got Michigan. They got a lot of teams that they're going to have to beat, and they got to go to Iowa. I mean, it's just going to be they got Illinois, but can Illinois go to Ohio State and win? I don't know.
They will.
Huh? They will. Will you take a bet on that?
We're good for one upset like every 3 or 4 years, and we're due for one.
I'm going to remember that because we're going to make a bet for that week on that then, okay?
I'll be there.
Bet on Ohio State?
No, I'm a bet. Oh, shit.
Wow.
No.
Wow.
We'll talk about that. All right, then the last team I have it in, I got my Wolverines. I think they're going to be 9-3. I think that they're going to have a good year. Bryce Underwood's been looking really good, and I think this is good. And they've got too many. Their defense was good last year, and they brought in 5 transfers that are good transfers, and I think this team's going to take a huge step. I mean, they finished 9-3 last year with a terrible coach and a terrible offense, and still won 9 games. So I think this year they'll still finish 9-3 and win playoffs. All right,
Bryce, you want to go or you want me to?
I'll go. Give me the top 10 right now, plus LSU and Tennessee, and Miami as the one.
Your top 10, which would be Ohio State, Oregon, Georgia, Notre Dame, Texas, Indiana, Miami, Texas A&M, Mississippi, and Oklahoma, and then take LSU and who? Tennessee.
So the top 11 and throw Tennessee in.
Yeah.
So original.
The problem with Tennessee is
with Miami winning it all.
Oh, you got Miami winning it all. No Carson Beck this year, so I don't know. Their quarterback situation is a little up in the air. So
Miami's like literally the only thing that I've heard anything about so far. I haven't looked into any college yet. So
that's my problem. I've watched all of it.
I didn't pick the top 11 and throw Illinois, and I can tell you I did not do that. Number one seed, national champion, will be from the Big Ten, the Indiana Hoosiers.
Back to back?
The Kurt Signetti train is outrageous.
I could see them not even making the playoffs.
I'm going to be honest. I don't think they lose a game all year.
They don't have an easy schedule.
I don't think they lose a game. I think that I'm telling you, there's a difference between good coaches and he is set up to have a generational run at Indiana. I truly believe it. You do not turn around a school like that quickly. It's impossible.
In college football nowadays, you can because it's all about money.
But he's not out there spending LSU type money.
They spent a ton of money. They spent a ton of money last year.
Now, but
all seniors, and then they were just 25-year-olds beating up on 18-year-olds.
I'm telling you, the Kurt Signetti train's not going to stop.
Okay, so you got Indiana. Who else?
I'm not really in an order after that. I put them at 1. After that, I'll take the SEC champions, the Georgia Bulldogs. I do agree with you, Roy. That defense is going to be really good. They kind of slipped the last few years. They're going to get better quarterback play. Winners of the ACC, I do agree. I think it's Miami. And then the winners of the Big 12, I couldn't find them. Number 14, the BYU Cougars.
Gosh, you went with the Cougars. They did spend a lot of money on their team, so
I know they did. That's why I'm picking them. And then I do agree Notre Dame gets in. So if I name my 4,
you named 5.
or I know, but I name my 4 conferences. So then I do agree. I think Ohio State and Oregon both get in. I think Texas finds their way in. I think A&M squeaks in. I do not believe Ole Miss will make it. I do not believe Oklahoma will make it. LSU, I do believe with Lane Kiffin will find their way in. This is my one hot take compared to your guys' picks. I think Texas Tech finishes the season unranked and has a bad year with all the quarterback noise. Not going to be it. I mean, they truly don't have a quarterback.
I mean, they got a backup. That wasn't too bad.
How many spots do I got left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
So you got 3.
10. I have 2 left.
2 left.
I have a hot take, and I just can't say it out loud. I don't think.
Just say it. I mean, what's it going to hurt you to say it?
I'm gonna say it. Dabo Sweeney finds his way. He gets Clemson back on the map, gets themselves in, and then my last team
they'll lose week 1 to LSU, and then they'll be done.
My last team in.
Tennessee Volunteers.
No, Roy took a team that I did have as a sleeper. Now, I don't want to say it because of it, but I'm going to say it. I think Louisville finds their way in. I've been reading a lot about them. I don't know why I'm getting so much Louisville content on Twitter, but it's popping up. And I'm, okay, I'll buy some.
I got insider trading from Sean as their physical trainer, so...
I've read they've been.
He tells me they're going to be good.
So yeah, that's my team. Or those.
So yep, college football starts next Saturday, next Saturday. So next Saturday we will be working. I'll be working on games. So.
Yep. All right. Yeah, Roy takes care of the college games. I take care of the NFL games. Obviously, we do all the NFL games, but still. All right. That takes us to our miscellaneous category. Roy, you want to rip us through this?
Yeah, I'll do these 3 questions, and I got to go. I got an issue I got to go deal with. So I'll just do these real quick. Name me the 3 SEC teams that their mascot is a tiger.
Mizzou, LSU, and Auburn.
Yep, Mizzou, LSU, and Auburn. Name the top 5 most wins in college football history.
Alabama.
Number 3.
Like
Notre Dame.
Who'd you say?
Notre Dame.
Notre Dame's number 4.
I think Georgia's on there, Josh.
I'm thinking of old schools. I want to say a team out west, but they're not old, so
It's not in a team out west.
Yeah, I know.
We did this before. Wasn't like Yale on there or something, Josh?
They're top 10. Yale's not on top 5.
Okay.
College football. I'm trying to think of SEC. LSU could be on there, but I
You're
don't
thinking
think
too hard. Just think of 3 solid programs that win a lot. Who won a lot over the years.
I mean, Clemson's won a lot over the years.
Not just recently. You're
no,
talking.
I know. I wasn't guessing them. I'm saying Georgia did. Ohio State might be on there.
Ohio State's number 2.
Yeah.
What'd you say, Bryce?
Michigan.
Michigan's number 1.
Really? I actually did not know that.
Michigan's won over 1,000 games in their lifetime.
I would never have guessed they had more wins than Notre Dame. Never. I would have thought Notre Dame was one.
And number 5 is a traditionally good school that you...
Like Penn State or something.
Give me a conference.
SEC. Texas.
Yeah.
And then my last question is a Power 4 conference with the same mascot as an NBA team. There's only one school that has the same mascot name as an NBA team? Who is it?
Gotta be like a Grizzly, right, Josh? Can't think of it.
Power 4, no. There's no Grizzlies. Now there is Grizzlies if you're talking little schools.
The Warriors? Hawaii?
Power
Rainbow
4,
Warriors.
Rocket. Spurs, Thunder, Pacers, Celtics, Knicks. Fuck. Shut up, Siri. I didn't care. I have no clue. I mean, I'll be pissed, but what is it?
It's the Virginia Cavaliers and the
I
Cleveland
was
Cavaliers.
Cavaliers, and I couldn't think of who was a Cavalier.
God, yeah. If you would have said Cavalier, I would have got it. You're right.
All right, I gotta go, guys.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Damn. Well, I don't think Bryce is going to be very good at my game tonight, so sorry. You're just going to have to look like a deer in the headlights.
Should we do my top 5 or just save it for next week since Roy's?
We can do it. We can do the top 5.
We'll
I mean,
just
we know half of Roy's, so
Yeah, we'll have Roy do his at the beginning of the podcast next week.
yeah. All right. You want me to go first? You want me to save you for last?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, let me open it. Yankees losing. Oh, they're tied. All right.
So this is a top 5 of the most hated players of ours that played for a team that we're a fan of.
Correct.
Yes.
I will go backwards, so I'll start at number 5, where is my least hated of the 5, the least hated guy. Can you guess a sport, Bryce, for my number 5?
Probably football.
I am. I'm going football. One of my least favorite players I've ever watched. He was good for 1 year, and I didn't like him because you know when some players play well, but you're like, man, he's so bad at one thing that like you can't get your eye off it, and then after that, it was exposed. Leighton Vander Esch of the Dallas Cowboys was so bad at pass defense. I could not watch him play in the NFL. Good run stopper. Give the guy that. He wore his damn neck brace to his head. But, man, he could not cover anyone.
I think I know one on your list.
I think you know one. Number 4. We're going to baseball. We're actually going to someone that's played for both of our teams, Bryce. I fucking cannot stand Aroldis Chapman. I could not stand watching him close games. He was, I mean, you have no clue what you're getting. 2 pitches in, you know what you're getting. Oh, it's over, or oh, he's lights out. He's lights out. But man, it was so aggravating to watch games. Number 3, I wish Roy was on for this one. U of I basketball player who just took us to the Final Four, Ben Humrickhouse. Oh my God. I've never seen somebody throw up more bricks off a backboard for being a white man 3-point specialist in my entire life. Number 2. Now this one's a little bit of a caveat because I think this is in the rules, but I'm not sure. I chose a coach. Still my favorite team. I feel like that counts.
See, my list would be full of coaches as a Bears fan if I did
Well, there's a difference between bad coaches and coaches that are just ridiculously stupid. Jason Garrett of the Dallas Cowboys was the definition of bad play. It's going to be okay, guys. It's going to be okay. Mr. Clapper on the sideline. Oh, my God. And then number 1, I will leave this to Bryce because I think he's going to guess it.
Aaron Hicks.
Aaron Hicks. I'm telling you, I don't mean any bad faith to Aaron Hicks as a person. I hope I never hear the name again. He was so bad. All right, that's mine.
All right. I would probably have Matt Eberflus's name because I literally organized a protest to get him fired. And then he got fired the day before my protest, so I called it off. But I have a quick honorable mention list I want to say real quick. Wilson Contreras, because I loved him as a Cub.
Cardinals legend.
Now, obviously. Equinemius St. Brown is on my honorable mention list.
Wow.
Hated him as a receiver. Pau Gasol is on my list. Could not stand watching that guy play
One of the
basketball.
goats, by the way.
I agree, for the Lakers. He
Yes.
was horrible for the Bulls. The softest center I've ever seen. And Aaron Brooks. I don't know if you know who that is.
I do.
He was
Little
about
point
5
guard.
foot tall point
Yep.
guard.
Yep.
Hated that guy. Only Bulls game I've ever been to, he scored 35, and Derrick Rose had like 2. Okay, let's get into my top 5. At number 5, I have wide receiver from the Steelers, Chase Claypool.
Oh my God.
Absolutely fucking hated him for the Bears. He was horrible. At number 4, me and Josh share some hate for this guy. The Red Rocket, Andy Dalton.
Oh, that is not who I thought you were talking about. Wow. Yeah. I mean, I don't really hate him. Like, I didn't expect him to have to play, but, like, yeah. Okay.
At number 3, I'm going to go with Velus Jones Jr. The worst player I've ever seen have the most cushion I've ever seen. He would make plays. Ryan Poles would keep him on the team. Like, it was horrible. Number 2, this is such a niche one. Jose Quas. We signed him in a trade deadline like 3 years ago. I mean, that guy probably gave up 500 runs in games that we were leading. He's the reason we didn't make the playoffs that year. Him single-handedly, the worst reliever I've ever seen in my life. Always worst. Fucking hat like this, too, as he's pitching. Man, that pissed me off. At number 1, Josh, can you guess who it is? It is a Chicago Bears football player.
I mean, no.
Quarterback.
Corner?
Quarter. QB.
Quarterback. It's not Smokin' Jay. Nobody's done that.
Smoking Jay.
It's not Fields. It's not Caleb. It's not anyone on the team now.
Think,
Oh. It was like 2 or 3 years ago,
no.
right? No? Oh, maybe I'm not thinking of the right
Think
guy.
Mitchell Trubisky era. Who took over for Mitchell Trubisky whenever they were 5-0? Bears are 5-0. This guy takes over. They lose 5 straight games.
Don't remember.
Nick fucking Foles.
Oh my God! How did I forget? How did I forget Big Dick Nick, the GOAT, Super Bowl MVP? I think.
Bears are 5-0. Mitchell Trubisky's playing decent. Bench him for Nick Foles. Come out. I don't think they won more than 2 games the rest of the
That's a
season.
good. I should have got that. That's a bad miss.
Can't believe you didn't get that one. I hate Big Dick.
That's so.
Absolutely
I know you
hate
hate him. That's funny. I haven't heard that in a long time, but I did know that. All right, I do have a game. I think I'm gonna cut one of them out because I don't think you'll get it.
Anyway.
What's that?
Needed to be quick anyway. I'm starving.
I'm going to do a career path of baseball players. All you're getting is their teams. But, lucky for you, the 2 that I've kept have both went time through Chicago. So, first one I'm going to start you off with. He started in Chicago in 2010. He played there for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 full seasons. He was then...
part of the 2016 World Series team.
No, in 2016, he signed with the New York Yankees for 2 seasons and was traded to the Miami Marlins, where he played 2 years there, and then he finished his last 2 seasons in 2020 and 2021 as a Washington National. Cubs, Yankees, Miami Marlins, Washington Nationals. 2010 to 2021. You get 2 hints per person. You only have 2 people, so.
Position player.
Shortstop.
Addison Russell.
Wrong.
Or no, Almora or something.
No, you're thinking of the right guy, but you're not on the right guy.
Fuck, what's his name? Gosh,
Think
he
about-
played forever. Everybody loved him, and then he didn't
The
win a World
Sky.
Series.
Think about the Sky. First name, the Sky.
I can't think of what his name is.
Starlin Castro.
Starlin Castro. Son of a bitch.
I knew you were thinking of the right guy. As soon as you said Addison Russell, bad dude, by the way.
I was gonna say Addison Russell before you even said.
Okay. Next one. This was the one I really wanted you guys both on because I wanted to see if you get it. Started his major league career in 2012 at the age of 25, and he was in Texas for 6 seasons. He then made his way to the Los Angeles Dodgers for that half of the last season. He then signed with the Chicago Cubs. He then signed with the San Diego Padres. Rangers, Dodgers, Cubs, Padres. Active player.
Pitcher.
It is.
Bullpen.
No.
Starting
well-
pitcher.
I'll give you one more hint. Well, I don't really have
You
another.
said he's an active player, plays for the Padres, played for the Cubs last year.
Not last year. Well, he played for the Cubs in 2018, 2019, and 2020, and then he's been on the Padres ever since.
No, I'm not saying.
He is a 5-time All-Star. And his last season in Chicago, 2020, that's the is that the shortened season? Yes, 2020, the shortened season. He finished second in Cy Young voting.
The only guy that's coming to name is Yu Darvish, but I'm not sure he's been on that many teams. Is it him?
It is Yu Darvish. I keep saying Texans. He was on the Rangers. That's where he signed. Traded to Dodgers at the deadline. Signed with Chicago. Signed with the Padres. He's been there ever since. Yu Darvish. I didn't know if you'd get that one. All right.
I
think that's all I got. We've been here for an hour, so we're going to let you guys go. Like button, subscribe, comment, and we'll see you next week. Peace.